that it's this positive, uplifting song, but like I remember I wrote that song for like my dog. Like we were just like that was like for the guys. Like we were turning up. I felt like I was talking crazy on there, and then all of a sudden it became this like motivational.
Now God's Plan is Drake's biggest song to date, and man, it's an absolute slapper, man. And one thing I just want to say is Trippie Redd was actually supposed to be on the song, and somehow Trippie Redd fucked it up, man. And the reason Trippie Redd fucked it up was just by him actually saying he was going to be in the song and him leaking part of the snippet of the song with him freestyling over it. And I think this would have been a humongous opportunity for Trippie Redd back in, I believe it was 2018. It was on the Scorpion project, and man, Scorpion had so many hits, man. I like the first disc of Scorpion. Second disc, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I was like, man, there's some boring ass R&B, Drake just moaning away. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is trash, you know what I mean? But the first half, beautiful, man. But I kind of feel bad for Trippie Redd, him just somehow fucking that up. At the same time, it could have actually been good for Trippie Redd's career, for him not getting that big of a boost, you know what I mean? His biggest song right now is Mr. Rage, and I think Taking a Walk or Taking a Trip, one of those two songs are one of his biggest songs, you know what I mean, and Mr. Rage. So I think it was actually better for him not getting that big boost, because you know what happened? He'd come all the way down just as fast, you know what I mean? You don't want to block JB Part 2, you know what I mean? But at the same time, Trippie Redd's a very talented artist, and I think him accidentally leaking that he was going to be on the song and putting a snippet out that went viral actually benefited him, you know what I mean? Because he got that props that Drake fucks with him, that they were gonna do a song. He definitely took an L not being on the song, but at the same time, it definitely worked out for Trippie Redd in the long run. And I think Trippie Redd is probably blessed he wasn't on that song. Sure, he would have made a lot of money, probably got a humongous record deal, because knowing Trippie Redd, he would have absolutely destroyed it and killed it like he always does, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, it's a humongous blessing, you know what I mean? And God's Plan is definitely one of Drake's best songs. It's just like the way he's just flowing on there, like God's plan. You know what I mean? He's just floating on that. And like the first time I heard it with my buddy, I remember this was like 2 years or a year after I graduated. We're ripping in the car and we're like, yo, we just had God's Plan on repeat. Like, you know when you hear a song and you're like, yo, man, this is a hit. We knew right away that song was a hit. And who would have known it would have been one of the highest selling songs of all time? And I think it's already a diamond song. But man, let me know in the comments what do you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think it was a blessing for Trippie Redd not being on the song God's Plan? Because I think it was a blessing. Yes, he still took an L in a sense, but at the same time, he got huge props and a huge cosign by Drake, just saying Drake fucked with Trippie Redd, you know what I mean? And apparently, I'm gonna bring it back. The video's not over yet. It also kind of made a little bit of controversy, or butting heads, I should say, between XXXTentacion and Trippie Redd. Because Trippie Redd and XXXTentacion were boys, but XXXTentacion was beefing with Drizzy Drake, man, because the whole stolen flow situation. And let me just tell you one thing about the stolen flow situation. Drake actually technically stole the flow from Lil Uzi Vert. I think it was on Super Saiyan. And obviously Look at Me too, but Super Saiyan came out before X's Look at Me. So that's just like a little factor there. So keep that in mental note, write that down. But anyways, if you enjoy this video, guys, give it a like, comment, and subscribe, man.